Hey team, I'm James, welcome to The Bake Chef. Now, today what I am going to show you guys how to do is make spaghetti. Now, this can be done two ways. Obviously, you guys can add the cannabis like I have for this meal, and then obviously have a cannabis spaghetti, or you can leave that out and make it for the family. And you can also even, if you heat up your cannabis, you can do that in the microwave, and then you can mix it through a small amount of yours. You're just obviously not going to have it sitting in it while it's cooking. So you'll still get some benefit, you just won't get, it all through the meal and stuff. So I'll show you how to do it, guys. Let's get into it because there's a fair bit to do. So to get stuck into this one, what we're going to do is we're going to get our stove on, get that preheating. We'll get some canola oil, just chuck a little bit of that in there, and then we're just going to brown off some onions and some garlic in there. So chuck those in. Some garlic. Alright, so just going to let that brown off, and then we're going to cut up all the tomatoes and chuck it all in. So that's browning off now. We don't want it too much, just a little bit, just to get some colour on it, because we're going to keep cooking it obviously once we've put all the rest of it in there. So now what we need is a couple of tomatoes. We're just going to cut them up into slightly smaller pieces. It's roughly 8. If you've got a big tomato, we're just going to chuck them straight in. And do that to all 3 of them. So now those guys are in, we're just going to get a teaspoon of our mixed herb. A bit extra. Alright, so now that's in there. I've got 7 grams of our leftover cannabis that we used for our butter. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to throw that in as well. And then over the top of that, we're just going to throw some stock in. I think this is like 500 ml. You don't need all this, but majority of it. Just enough to cover the tomato at the top of that water line. Doesn't matter whether you use beef stock, chicken stock, veggie stock, it's all the fucking same. Alright, tomato paste. A little bit of that, and then give it a stir. And that's going to simmer on the stove for roughly about 25 to 30 minutes until it's all soft and cooked right through. It might take a little bit longer. If you want it to be a little bit thicker at the end, we'll reduce it down. We'll show you. So our sauce is about halfway cooked now, and I've started going through and just pulling off all the little foreskins off all the tomatoes, so we can fuck them off because you don't want them in there. So that's cooking through now. It's still got probably another 15 odd minutes to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our pan on and we're going to put 500 grams of our pork mince into that. I've also got a pot up the back here going so we can put our pasta in to cook that. So kind of multitasking, pre-pan, make it out. All right, so we'll cook off this meat and then we'll show you how to put it all together. This is what we're looking at on the stove, guys. So the tomato's starting to really break down and cook through, and you can see all those herbs and that cannabis sitting in there, just infusing through all of that. Once your meat starts to cooking, or start cooking, a bit of salt and pepper in there. Keep cooking. Get all that juice cooked off. Now our mince is cooked off, we're just gonna chuck it into our spaghetti sauce. Just give that a mix through. Right, now up the heat on that, let it simmer out, and we'll thicken that up while we cook the pasta. Alright, pasta's cooked, spaghetti is ready, let's serve up, guys. Jesus. There you go, guys. Spaghetti. Super easy. Alright, bit of cheese on the top. Let's have a go. Give it a go, guys. Make it for the kids. They'll smash it. That's really good. Alright, guys. Till next time. I'll chat with you soon. Don't forget, like the Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys, and we're also on Instagram as well. So hit up all our social media, guys, and give us a plug. Thanks, guys.